Good evening. With little more than 24 hours to go before a strike by Southern train drivers is due to start, the company will be going to the Court of Appeal tomorrow to try to get the industrial action lifted. If it fails, the 630,000 passengers from the south who travel by Southern every day are being warned not to expect any services on Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday. The action by ASLEF train drivers is in addition to that taken by RMT union guards in the long-running row over driver-only trains. A man has been arrested on suspicion of murder and arson after a woman died in a house fire in Swindon. Emergency services were called to the house in Drew Street yesterday evening. A woman was pronounced dead at the scene. Now, millions of people have never heard of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, but they might well have it. Researchers in Southampton have been looking at the best way to manage the condition. Tony Green reports.
This is a choir with a difference. Its members have all been diagnosed with conditions from chronic bronchitis to emphysema, all affecting their breathing. Singing helps them manage their condition.
It's the exercise of all the breathing. You're doing it in a fun way, and that's a vast difference to anyone who's feeling, oh God, it's like a death sentence. 12 years ago, I went to see my GP, having had persistent chesty coughs. In a nutshell, I was diagnosed with COPD. I had absolutely no idea what it meant.
COPD is a lung disease that is caused by breathing in smoke. In this country, that is almost entirely cigarette smoke. We're here to raise awareness about COPD. We know that the more knowledge that is out there about COPD, the more people get diagnosed, the more that can be done about it.
Now that these patients have found their voice, they hope more people will take note. Tony Green, ITV News, Southampton.
In other news, the University of Reading has been granted a share of more than £7 million allocated to help people living in the Arctic make better climate forecasts. Scientists say it'll protect their livelihoods and improve our understanding of the changing climate. Parents are being reminded about the dangers of button batteries used to power many children's toys. West Sussex County Council's Trading Standards says they're highly dangerous if swallowed. The electrical charge creates caustic soda inside the body. On to football now, and Southampton's record-breaking £21 million signing, Sofiane Boufal's first Premier League goal, was enough to earn all 3 points against Middlesbrough this afternoon. His 25-yard strike moves the Saints up to 10th place in the table, behind West Bromwich and Everton on goal difference. But there's less good news about Saints star striker Charlie Austin. He was injured during the Europe League match against Hapoel Beersheva last week and will be out for 3 or 4 months with a dislocated shoulder. Now, finally, dozens of poets are massing in Brighton tonight for a 10-hour poetry relay on track to raise £30,000 for refugees. The Poemathon at the Comedia Bar is the biggest gathering of poets in the city's history, from first-time writers to international names. Among them, punk poet Attila the Stockbroker from Southwark.
It's the biggest ever gathering of poets in Brighton. Poetry is often seen as something which is out of touch and has no relevance to ordinary people's lives, and the whole point about this is we're saying it does. I mean, as it says on my t-shirt, what we're trying to do is provide some money and some support for people who have nothing.
We've got 80 people working for this, 60 of whom will be reading in relays of 8 minutes each, with a water pistol in case they go over their 8 minutes, because it starts at noon, finishes at 10 o'clock tonight, and it's an unbroken relay.
Let's hope they raise £1 or £2. Now let's get the weather with Philippa Drew.
From blizzards to pool, driving through Europe. Eurotunnel the Shuttle sponsors ITV Meridian weather.
Hello there. Well, despite a rather murky and foggy start, today has brought some brighter spells for many of us. But over the next few days, we'll certainly see a lot more cloud on the scene. That will bring some rain at times too. On the plus side, it will still be fairly mild for the time of year, at least by day. So this is how the week will start. The high pressure that we've had this weekend drifting away into the near continent. In its place, we'll start to see outbreaks of rain moving in from the west. The first of those arriving tomorrow morning and working its way steadily northeastwards through the day. But back to tonight, still very much under the influence of high pressure, dry conditions, quite a bit of mist and fog developing, fairly widespread, dense in places too, and a fairly chilly night all round. Temperatures easily down to around 2 or 3 degrees inland. That's low enough for just a touch of ground frost. So tomorrow morning, a murky, foggy start, the potential for some travel disruption first thing, but during the morning, thickening cloud and outbreaks of rain will start to push their way steadily northeastwards, and that in turn accompanied by quite a bit of mist and low cloud. But despite the cloud and the rain, it's going to be a very mild day indeed, especially down to the southwest, where temperatures will eventually make it into double figures. Just a touch breezier than today, though. Take care. Bye-bye.
Eurotunnel the Shuttle sponsors ITV Meridian Weather.
Well, thanks very much, Pippa. That's it from the weekend team. We'll be back with Good Morning Britain from tomorrow from 6 o'clock. Do join us if you can. But from all of us here, have a very good evening. Bye-bye.